Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be doing another Pogoraids draft. In this case we are completing the cycle. We started off with Open Master League, then we went to Master League Classic instead, then we went to Open Master League including Megas, and then we went to Ultra League, and now we have gone to Great League. There are 10 rounds here. There's a lot of rounds, so the battle is going to be sped up a little bit faster than normal, but let's go ahead. We're going to be featuring a trainer called SWS7. No, sorry. I don't know why I said S there. 7WS7. And the first round opponent is Atticazam, a very strong battler. They have Pelipper, Obstagoon, Unova, Sunfist, Auroras, Jumpluff, Buzzwole. Alakazam has Kofagrigus, Jellicent, Drapion, Como-O, Lapras, and Wobbuffet. So this Obstagoon's looking pretty good here, but so is the Wobbuffet. So the Wobbuffet also looks like really good here. So let's see how this is gonna play out. It's gonna speed this up a little bit here. All right, we're going to start it off with a Jumpluff versus Kofagrigus. This is a pretty neutral matchup. Both of them require 2 charge moves in order to KO. The Acrobatic does a lot of damage, but so does the Shadow Ball. So we see the Shadow Ball connect, and we will see what the opponent's going to do here. Honestly, there's not too many Pokemon on the opposing team where Acrobatic where they would like to take their Acrobatic. Obviously, you would want to throw the Energy Ball at Lapras if it was in play. And they are going to throw the Dark Pulses enough to KO. And here comes Bubble Jelly. Pretty interesting pick. Bubble makes sense. Better against Unova, Sunfist. It's better against like all the Pokemon, to be honest. I guess except for Pelipper. And a Bubble Jelly with Ice Beam. I guess a Bubble Jelly with Surf would, well, let's see here. It's gonna throw right away. So they do sneak a bubble through, but let's see. They actually end up letting it go. And then here comes Wobbuffet. Really needs to make sure they have energy, because this Kofagrigus is the one that's going to do the most damage. Return does a moderate amount of damage, but honestly doesn't do that much. Unlikely that they bait with the, oh, they actually do bait. Okay. I wouldn't say, well, I don't know why I said unlikely that they bait, because I guess they didn't, right? So, but you do need to make sure you have energy. So I like this play here. I don't like this shield here because the Shadow Ball for sure would do more damage. Yeah, the Shadow Ball would for sure do more damage. Oh, and did not switch out in time. Did 2 Thundershock there for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. They do end up throwing the Shadow Ball. And we will see how this is going to play out here. The opponent does reach a move here. They do reach the Dark Pulse. And gonna throw the Night Slash. But this Wobbuffet is honestly still pretty healthy here. And they do counter down. Gonna throw the Discharge. I'm not sure 2 discharges KO. Oh, it's gonna be, well, it definitely doesn't KO, but we will see whether or not this Wobbuffet will reach a move or not. And it does reach a move here, and this should be enough to KO, even though Mirror Coat is a pretty weak move. Coming from a pretty weak Pokemon, but it was enough here. Wobbuffet winning the counter user battle. We'll see whether or not 7WS7, I'm not sure the origin of the name, we'll be able to pull through here. We're going to see Obstagoon versus Drapion. Pretty neutral matchup. Shadow Drapion to be exact. They are allowed to change Shadow variant, like Shadow non-Shadow variant, or movesets in between sets. So in between opponents, not during the same opponent. We'll see what moveset. Oh, it had Aqua Tail, so I went for the Aqua Tail bait. Gonna throw the Cross Chop on CMP. A little extra farm would definitely have been helpful, but that's quite all right. And they do come into Wobbuffet. Gonna stay here. I don't like this here, but I guess the thing is, like, they likely have Jelly in the back. And they do get the counter down. Oof. It would have farmed a little bit more. Interesting coming jump off here. I guess in order to take the damage here, doesn't do that much. And we will see how the opponent's going to play this. Gonna throw the acrobatic at the Wobbuffet. Easily tanks it. And we're going to see another return come through here. No chance that they bait a jump left because jump left is probably not going to shield. Ooh, the energy ball, definitely not enough. Energy ball is an okay move, but acrobatic is actually a really good move here. And gonna throw again. I don't like this play here, to be honest, but let's see what's in the back. They actually end up shielding here. Okay, well, that play ended up being pretty nice. And they do throw the return, and we see the jelly come in. Probably could have stayed and made it to energy ball, but would have got likely got a bubble down. Gonna shield the shadow ball. We already know the moveset here. And we're gonna go for the big hurricane. We'll see whether or not they end up shielding. They do end up shielding, but should be able to reach the move. They do resist bubble, so this is looking pretty okay. Should be able to survive and make it. Throws with good timing there. Doing 4 wing attacks to the 3 bubbles. And it is enough to KO and should be able to make it to the weather ball to take out the Wobbuffet. Resisted counter and bubble, so it really didn't matter whether or not they farmed up extra or not, to be honest. But we're going to see Pelipper into Lapras. Ooh, Lapras is pretty nasty here. Lapras is extremely nasty for this team. And going to farm up extra here. We'll see what the opponent does here. They do have Ice Beam. Ice Beam makes sense. Better against Jump Fluff. Yeah, okay. They end up throwing the... not shielding. And we're going to see the Weather Ball come through and take out the Lapras. And we are going to see Jelly here. Ooh, this is so nasty here. But does reach the move. And we'll see what the opponent is going to do. Gonna throw the Weather Ball for some chip damage. Put them into Energy Ball range. Or potential discharge. The opponent does select to throw right away. And we see the Ice Beam come through. I guess in case of a potential catch. And we're going to see the no shield. Expect the Ice Beam to come through. And here comes Wobbuffet. Building up extra energy. I'm not entirely sure why. But this is looking okay here. Right? Does resist the counters. Has stab on the moves as opposed to Wobbuffet having no stab on it. But the Wobbuffet is chipping away. Gonna throw another acrobatic at this Wobbuffet. And they do end up shielding. You definitely no shield. Save the shields for Stunfisk. Does be careful. Have to be careful of the catch. Okay, gonna switch here and throw the discharge. Is this enough to KO Jelly? Jelly's pretty tanky. It is enough to KO. Gonna throw the discharge. Basically put them into range for the jump left to take it out. And we're going to see the CMP tie on the discharge. And this does a moderate amount of damage. We're going to see the no shield. The potential undercharge. That might not even been undercharged, to be honest. But does not reach the move here. But the move charge move did not come up. Honestly, the return would not have KO'd anyway, so it didn't really matter there. But that's still slightly annoying there. And gonna reach the energy ball, and that's gonna be enough to take out Wobbuffet. Very nicely played. And we're gonna go into the 4th and final match. 7 WS7. I am guaranteed gonna say that name incorrectly at another point in time in the next hour and a half. And we're gonna see Stunfisk versus a Wobbuffet. Well, this is kind of where you want to see it, right? At least, oh, interesting. They come in Drapion onto, so they must have Jelly or Kofagrigus in the back if they're willing to come in. Drapion onto the Stunfisk is a favorable matchup for Stunfisk since it does have super effective Mud Bomb. Resist the poison stings. Not that it does that much damage anyways. And we're going to see be able to reach another Mud Bomb. We'll see whether or not we see a shield. We do not see a shield. We see the Wobbuffet come through. Gonna have to stay contemplating whether or not I can reach 2 mud bombs. I don't think so. It's gonna be one Thundershock. One Thundershock short there. The discharge definitely would have been the way to go, but that's quite all right. And we see the return come through, and we see the Kofa Grigus. The opponent had a very good plan there, but it was going to be pretty tough in the back. Though, honestly, Drapion would have been pretty okay against they do throw the Dark Balls. Does not do that much damage. You definitely want to try to farm up as much as possible here. I probably would have farmed up a little bit more. They do let it go. Gonna let this go for sure. Honestly, this game is definitely over here. Gonna throw the Night Slash, and then I would just switch here. But maybe you can reach another Night Slash. But just gonna switch out right away. Needs 2 charge moves either way in order to KO this Wobbuffet. Likely we see no shield, and that makes sense. Gonna no shield flex. And this is definitely game over here. I don't think this energy ball quite takes out the Wobbuffet since it's really tanky. It does not. And I doubt the opponent will throw here. And we're going to see another energy ball. And gonna be able to take a 3-1 in this match. Did it win the last 3? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go into this next match here against Arrow, who has Diggersby, Arunga Regus, Lugia, Toxicroak, Munchlax, and Dugong. And we see the Toxicroak come right in aggressively versus the Aurorus. This is a kind of a dangerous line here. Running a double weak to counter, double weak to counter. Is that the right way to say it? I guess double weak to counter. And you can see how much the counter damage already did. And we'll see whether this Pelipper can make it to the move. It cannot. And we see... Okay, gonna wait the clock. Honestly, this Aurorus could go off. Does resist Ice Shard. They have the potential to have Water Pulse, I guess. They end up throwing the Icy Wind. And we're going to see the Meteor Beam, which deals super effective damage to the Dugong. The Water Pulse wouldn't do that much damage. They do end up throwing the... okay, interesting timing. They end up throwing the Icy Wind. And we see that big shield there. Honestly, with the Toxicroak gone, and gonna switch out right away. And I don't know if this is gonna be enough here. Oh, it is not enough. They do throw the Icy Wind, and we'll see what's in the back. Oh, it is Lugia here, but does have the 1 counter advantage versus this Lugia. But it's going to need to land 3, which should be able to land 3 before the Lugia can land 2 Sky Attacks. So this is looking pretty good here. Lugia likes to throw. We're going to see a shield. And we're going to see the Night Slash come through. And this Dugong is very low. It probably won't be able to survive a counter here. And does get taken out. Very nicely done. We're going to see Obscune into Lugia. This is a very good lead here. It has 2 answers, 2 Toxicroak in the back. But Toxicroak can certainly hit back versus both these Pokemon. And we are going to see the Night Slash come through. And we see the Sky Attack come through here. And Lugia should win the 0 because it does reach 2 Sky Attacks before 3 Night Slashes. Right beforehand. So I'll reach it right as you get to the Night Slash. And probably going to let this go. Does let it go. And we're going to see Pelipper come in. I would have loved to see... I don't know what this... Okay, we do see the Dugong, which is kind of tough here. We do see the bait of the Weather Ball, which I like. Just because the shield is pretty likely. Given... pretty likely... given that they want to debuff first. So we do see the Hurricane come through. Expect 3 more Ice Shards, then the Icy Wind. So the Icy Wind right here. Oh, interesting. They like to throw a little bit extra just potentially throw off the counts. We do see. Ooh, okay, interesting. Not going for the one and then throwing. And we do see the switch out. And ooh, here comes Toxic Crow. Okay, will he be able to make it to 2 mud bombs before the Toxic be able to make it to 2 mud bombs before Net? Cannot. We see the mud bomb come through. Gonna elect to take out the Toxicrow, but this it looks like that was an undercharge, and that undercharge is gonna play off beautifully because it's gonna allow this Dugong to outpace the Pelipper and take it out. Nicely done by the opponent, and we see Pelipper into Munchlax. This Munchlax is choosing to stay in and gonna throw the Meteor Beam at this Munchlax, and they elect to shield. Meteor Beam is a pretty strong move, but also then boost the attack. And we see the shield come up, and we see the Dugong come through, and we see the Meteor Beam. This is going to do a lot of damage. We see the shield again. Oh, interesting. Gonna let it go. Would survive. Oh, man, it's actually Aqua Jet. That's a spicy moveset there. Icy Wind would KO. And we see the Meteor Beam come through, does a huge amount of damage, and we see Munchlax coming through here, gonna throw the Weather Ball. It is single boosted at this point in time because of the 2-stage boost and then the debuff. All right, we're gonna see Toxicrow in the back. Interesting, not coming Toxicrow into the Aurorus. Maybe predicting the Obstagoon in the back, but without controlling switch, it really wasn't that helpful. They do throw the Sludge Bomb and gonna be able to reach the Weather Ball, and this should be enough to take out Munchlax that has tackle, I think. Anyways, we're gonna go into the third game here. We're gonna have Stunfisk into is a pretty good lead, and we're gonna see Obstagoon counter switch into this Dugong. You don't really need to win switch here. Really doesn't matter here. They do farm up a little bit extra. Gonna throw before they reach another move. But does give the extra ice shard here. We are gonna see the shield here. I'm not 100% sure of the shield, but and I guess what are you fearful in the back? They come into Lugia and looks like but will get the Night Slash off, which is really nice here. Honestly, I would go Stunfisk here. Obviously, it could get Hydro Pumped. And we see the discharge here. A little bit of lag there. Cause them to get extra Dragon Tail in. I think you no-shield this here, but... Oh, they do go for the Hydro Pump. Gonna switch out into Pelipper. And even if they bait, it doesn't really matter here. Because they're not going to reach another move anyways. Maybe could have farmed up a little bit more, because likely they no-shield this. They do end up no-shielding this. But this Stunfisk should be able to make it to a move. We'll see whether or not the opponent elects to shield here. They do elect to shield. Makes sense. The Weather Ball would have KO'd with the wing attacks. And we see another Weather Ball come through and take out the Lugia. Ooh, this Pelipper is playing quite well here. And we're going to the third round here. Obstagoon into Empoleon. This person has Zweilous, Vigoroth, Venusaur, Empoleon, Skuntank, Magneton. Honestly, Obstagoon looks so busted here. And we see the Skuntank come through. Has multiple answers for the Empoleon. We do see the Sludge Bomb come through here. Because Vigoroth or Venusaur, I guess, would be the logical Pokemon in the back. Gonna let this go. They do throw the Crunch. Gonna look to farm down. We'll see what comes in. Ends up being Venusaur. Gonna throw the Night Slash. This will put them into Acrobat. I'd say Acrobat probably would have KO'd from like 90% anyway, so probably 85%. And we will see how this is gonna play out. Sludge Bomb does deal super effective damage, but this Empoleon in the back is not really too much of a threat. They tried to catch there, I presume the acrobatic, and the Drill Peck would do quite a bit of damage. So we are going to see the shield and going to be able to easily counter down this Empoleon. Gonna throw the lunge. It's gonna deal neutral damage, but that is so much damage here. And we're gonna see another lunge through. I doubt the opponent will shield because there's not really too much they can do at this point in time, and they elect not to shield. Save a little bit of time. And we're gonna go into the second game. We're gonna see Obstagoon into Vigoroth. Oof. Gonna go straight into we see the Insta swap loading up on their best Vigoroth counters, and we see the lunge come through and does drop the attack. We will see whether or not the opponent whether or not 7 will shield. Does elect to shield. Man, Buzzwole is put it in work right now. Does get the double attack drop. Could elect to no shield. And we are gonna see the lunge come through on the CMP tie. And obviously this will take out the Venusaur. We'll see what comes in. Ends up being a Skunk Tank. And we will see they end up catching onto the Vigoroth, but this actually deals super effective damage to the Vigoroth as opposed to neutral with the Skunk Tank. So I'm not sure the catch was really that helpful. Gonna throw the Body Slam. The Weather Ball won't quite KO. Oh, maybe at this health range, it'll be very close here. But I don't think it matters too much. It does not KO. And just going to throw the Weather Ball. They actually end up CMP tying. Gonna no shield. The crunch should be enough. It is enough here. And the cross chop should be enough at this stage. I'm assuming they're gonna shield. Oh, gonna elect to no shield here. Okay, interesting. Honestly, it was really a safe no shield there. If they would have Sledge Bomb, then they definitely had a chance to win there. So I presume that they wouldn't have enough energy for the Sledge Bomb. All right, we're going to see Buzzwole into Skunk Tank. Pretty neutral matchup, but this matchup would favor Buzzwole in the long run. And we're going to see the lunge come through. We see the shield. Will the opponent bait or will they go for it? Gonna shield. They don't bait. And we're going to see the lunge come through. I doubt we're going to see a shield. And here comes Zweilous, and they do Dragon Breath down, but they took a ton of counter damage. Honestly, this backline is pretty good against... honestly, probably would have just thrown the cross chop there, but this looks like it's GG here. Gonna elect to throw the energy ball. I prefer to throw the acrobatic here, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much here. Yeah, I think the acrobatic definitely was the play there because they're going to be able to outpace anyways. You let this go here. They might try to catch. Okay, gonna elect to throw another energy ball. And gonna combo play with the cross chop. I guess the energy ball ended up paying off. I don't know. But this is game over here. Gonna be able to reach a cross chop here. The body slam doesn't KO anyways. And has the cross chop for the Zweilous. And this is gonna be game over here. Obstagoon just going ups to nuts in this matchup. Buzzwole also really strong. Double counters kind of rough for this team. And we're gonna see Pelipper into Skunk Tank. Pretty neutral matchup. Skunk Tank probably wins 0. And we see the switch out. And we see the lunge. Not sure what you're trying to bait out. I guess not really trying to bait out. It's like you said 2 better answers here. We will see. They end up throwing the crunch for the potential bait here. Gonna shield and farm down. Honestly, the lunge, I guess Empoleon would be okay with lunge, but this is looking pretty nasty for the opponent. Gonna throw the lunge at this Venusaur. And this Buzzwole is gonna put in work against this Venusaur. We expect the shield to come up. But honestly, the double debuff there is kind of nasty. And they're very lucky there that uh, they did not run into the superpower there, because that would have did so much damage on the Buzzwole. We see the Bulldoze come through. Will not KO. I expect a discharge to be thrown here. Might throw the Mud Bomb here. Okay, interesting. Gonna throw the Mud Bomb. Would save a little bit of energy. Basically one fast move here, and the Venusaur is gonna have to throw. They throw at good timing here, but now they're in Weather Ball range. They need 2 Frenzy Plants for the Pelipper, which is just not going to be possible. They will easily Wing Attack down before this second Frenzy Plant comes up, and this Wing Attack that came through should be enough to take it out. It actually did a lot of damage, and we're going off to the 4th round, going against Hey It's Mike, Scrafty, Golbat, Alolan Marowak, Galarian Weezing, Dunsparce, and Crustle. So Obscune not looking good at all here. The Stunfisk is actually looking pretty strong here. Just has to be careful of the Dunsparce. But so many anti-counter, anti-Buzzwole, and anti-Buzzwole in the form of Golbat, Alolan Marowak, Galarian Weezing, and then Crustle's like, I guess, neutral, right? Because they're both doing neutral damage to each other. So this Dunsparce, I expect to come every game. It looks really strong against the team. It has like basically perfect coverage. So we're gonna see all purified Golbat, and so gonna try to bait out the Dunsparce. Okay. But I guess 2 anti-flyers, right? So probably would have took a Poison Fang first, or potentially try to catch one, but that's okay. They end up popping, and 3 discharge should be enough to take out a Scrafty. Honestly, 3. Okay, gonna let this go. Should survive this still. Stunfisk is pretty tanky, and gonna throw Beta the Scrafty, I guess, is good here. Oh, this Dunsparce still could be nasty in the back, though. You gotta go Pelipper here. You gotta no shield. I know it's boosted. I wouldn't shield here, but gonna shield anyways. Okay, and we see the switch out, and we see the Crustle come through. Gonna throw honestly, the Meteor Beam would deal super effective damage, so that was a very good bait. You're gonna no shield this. They throw the Rock Slide, does a humongous amount of damage. This is actually very problematic in the back. I'm not sure why the shield didn't come up there. They are gonna go for a nasty farm down here. You just no shield the first one here, right? There's really no point in shielding. They end up going for the Shadow Ball. You shield this one now, and the only lose con there was to shield the Poison Fang, and then they throw the Shadow Ball afterwards. But going to be able to land this move here and take out the purified Golbat, send back to whatever cave is in Gen 1. I don't know what's Lavender? I don't know. Someone can tell me. Anyways, we're going to see this next match here. No Dunsparce. It's kind of perplexing here. And we see Obscune into... Okay, they do throw the X-Scissor. This is a favorable matchup for... they do come into Scrafty here. This is a favorable matchup for the Crustle. But honestly, now that's a Fury Cutter Crustle, you're in a much better matchup against the... Okay, gonna throw the Hurricane. Well, expect them to no shield because expect the bait. Yes. There's no way they come Fury Cutter Crustle in here because that would be an insane farm down. And we see the Dunsparce. Finally see it. This is what I was expecting. Dunsparce is just so good against the team, right? So, okay, gonna throw the Night Slash here. This is interesting. They end up shielding. Gonna throw... Oh, why throwing the Crush up here? It resists... no, it's neutral. The Night Slash definitely would have been the right move there. We'll see whether that's costly. Probably not. Honestly, like nothing really hurts that much. Obviously, X Scissor is gonna chip away at it. Can likely just throw the mud bomb anyways. You need to save the shields here. And gonna be able to land the mud bomb. They end up letting it go. This is looking pretty good here. You just shield this here. Dunsparce is pretty tanky, so a mud bomb probably wouldn't KO. Oh, this is actually gonna get pretty close here because this thing does have a lot of energy. And then I think you go for the discharge. Let's see if they no shield this. Oh, loses CMP. Is it enough though? Non-stab drill run. It is not enough, and it's gonna be able to land the mud bomb and take out. Oh, it does not take out the Dunsparce. Definitely showed through the discharge there. I didn't think it was gonna KO. And let's say I probably would have called it if I was the Dunsparce. This thing is probably the most relevant win con. But it still worked out okay. All right, we're gonna see Stunfisk into this Crustle fantastic lead. We're gonna see how they're gonna play this out. They do end up, I guess it's like it's a neutral matchup with Fury Cutter, right? But X's are such a bad move, and Stunfisk, if a Stunfisk has so much better stats than the Crustle that it really doesn't matter here. But the back line is pretty weak to Dunsparce. So we'll see how this is going to play out. They actually end up shielding. Are we going to see a no? Okay. Going to shield here. I'm not 100% sure. The team is quite weak to Dunsparce. I don't expect to shield here. Oh, it is not enough. Oh, man. Honestly, Crustle put in work here. Oh, okay. This is okay. I think you go jump left here. Oh, here comes Golbat. You could throw the Poison Fang. I would definitely throw the Acrobatic and then look to switch. They will throw another Poison Fang here. You gotta let this go. It's gonna be the Dunsparce. We already know. Oh, it's actually the Scrafty. Okay, this is kind of perplexing here. Gonna throw the Hurricane. Can you just straight? Oh, they actually end up shielding here. Gonna let this go. They do pop. Ooh, that's bad here. You let this go? Okay, gonna let this go here. We're going with a very interesting plan here. Oh, they're gonna straight pop. They are straight popping here. Oh, they catch the move here. That is so nasty. That is so nasty, but they are quite low. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty catch there. And very nice play by the opponent. And we're going to go into this next match. They have Skarmory, Guzzlord, Quagsire, K9, Tentacruel, Chestnut, and we see, well, this is going to be a pretty close matchup between these two. I guess like the Sunfish should be able to relatively easily win this match because it does outpace pretty easily, but it still does quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure if I would Mud Bomb here because they are debuffed. And actually, okay, they end up shielding. Got a shield. Gonna farm up a little bit here. And then look to throw the Mud Bomb at the Tentacruel. I don't expect them to shield. They're gonna farm down with Guzzlord. And gonna throw the Mud Bomb. They are attack dropped, right? So this won't do that much damage. And not it can throw Crunch or it can throw. Okay, we see. Okay, this is actually a really favorable situation. You just no shield here. Gonna be able to land both Weather Balls, maybe even 3 if they try to farm down. But this is looking pretty good for. Oh, this is actually looking really good here. So weak to Aurorus. And they're going to have to throw, right? Well, I guess they don't have to throw, but there's not really too much this Guzzlord can do. Oh, they actually end up shielding here. Oh, I guess they could have flash cannon, right? Oh my gosh, they do have flash cannon. Okay, nicely, nice plan there. Makes sense. Flash cannon would do a lot of damage, and should be able to farm down. Honestly, you don't even really need to farm down because the Skarmory has no energy. They end up throwing the Dragon Claw, and we're gonna see the Meteor Beam come through for the walls. Gonna beam this Skarmory, and it's game over there. The Flash Cannon makes total sense with this. Ooh, very nasty lead here. They come into Tentacruel. Gonna throw the Discharge. Gonna let this go. Okay, gonna shield. Okay. And gonna throw the Mud Bomb. We'll see if the opponent elects to shield. They do elect to shield. Gonna throw a Mud Bomb again. Really needs to avoid the Skarmory. I think you switch here to Pelipper, but okay, yeah, gonna switch straight to Pelipper here. You gotta no shield this Stone Edge though. It won't KO. It won't KO, but it'll do a pretty decent amount of damage. You let this go here. Doesn't quite KO. Gonna be able to reach the Weather Ball. Preserve enough health here. This should be game over, right? There's not really too much the opponent can do at this stage. Go straight into Stunfisk. Definitely don't wait. Gonna throw the Discharge. Really no need to wait for them to, I guess they could earn Brave Bird Flash Cannon here. That's pretty unlikely. Let this go here. Not really too fussed on whatever move they throw. They actually end up throwing the Flash Cannon. It does not do very much damage. And gonna throw the Discharge. They no shield here and gonna switch out into Jump Bluff. And I guess you no shield the first one. I guess they don't have any debuff. EQ, Sludge Bomb, and they like to let it go. So there's no need to worry there. All right, we're gonna see Pelipper into the Chestnut. Oof, that is so nasty for the opponent, and they do come into. And okay, this is really good here. Honestly, switch is not like so important here, right? It has two answers. Obviously, the Pelipper is a much better answer, but oh, they go to get the. Okay, yeah, switch is not important at all. Honestly, if they shield this, I would just let it go. Okay, they are gonna farm down here, which is kind of nasty here, and gonna throw the Discharge. And not able to reach the Mud Bomb. Okay, gonna let this go. They do throw the Frenzy Plane. Does a lot of damage. And they are gonna throw the Superpower here. Oh, they throw the Frenzy Plane. Okay, they do not throw the Superpower. Ooh, this is okay here. I think you stay. Just keep. Okay. All right, that's okay too. And gonna be able to reach the Weather Ball. Honestly, I probably would have stayed and just kept chucking Weather Balls. Gonna let this go. We'll see whether or not they Stone Edge or EQ. They go for the EQ. Does a huge amount of damage. This is kind of nasty here. Let's see what they do here. The question is, can you shield this for sure and double up? If they come into Chestnut, you throw right away. Okay. Yeah, I would just throw right away because you're more worried about the Vine Whip damage. And you're going to throw a Weather Ball anyways. Yeah, see this Vine Whip damage is kind of nasty here. Oh, didn't throw the Weather Ball. The Weather Ball definitely would have KO'd there. Maybe not initially, but the additional wing attacks for sure would have KO'd. Definitely a huge misplay there. Should have threw the Weather Ball at the Chestnut right away. But that's quite all right. And we see the Stunfisk into... Oh, here comes Obstagoon into... We saw K9 into the Stunfisk. Not into the Stunfisk, which is obviously very bad for the Stunfisk. And this K9 really doesn't have too many places to go. So they must have Chestnut. But honestly, you can just sweep in the back, right? You just no shield this. Two shield. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing that beats. You just go to you got a Stunfisk here, right? To sack the Stunfisk. And gonna throw the Mud Bomb. And you just switch out here. We see the Chestnut. We already know it's the Chestnut. But this K9 has absolutely nowhere to go. It is Fire Spin variant. And gonna be able to throw the Weather Ball before it reaches even a Weather Ball themselves. And this is too nasty. This is absolutely too much. And they're gonna not even throw a charge move. And this is absolutely game over here. Pelipper way too strong against this team. And we're going to go into this next match here against Caboose, who has double Hypno, Dragalge, Surfetch, Mawile, and a Lowland Sandslash. Again, Obscune looking pretty good here. Does have to be careful of the Dragalge, Surfetch, and potentially the Mawile, depending what moveset it has. Kind of a complicated matchup here, right? So let's see how they're going to play out here. We're going to see Buzzwole into Dragalge. Not a great lead here. And looks like they're electing to stay a little bit here. And going to take this Aquatail. Looks like they don't have an immediate answer to Stunfisk. They come in with the Sheep. And the Sheep does have neutral double kicks. And then we'll have a neutral Body Slam. I don't think the Body Slam will quite KO. It's probably really close here. Probably not enough. I don't think it's enough here. It's definitely not enough. And you just let this go here. I like this play here. And you farm down. You farm down with Buzzwole all the way. You will have to take a Body Slam. Yeah, that's totally fine here. And then farm down. We'll see what they have in the back. Might be Surfetch though. And it is Mawile. Ooh. They have Fairy Wind here. This is going to be an Iron Head. Oh, gonna let this Iron Head go. Oh, this is absolutely game over here. I'm going to throw the lunge at this Mawile, which they will definitely not shield. And doesn't do very much damage here. And honestly, I won't even throw a move here. They're just going to Dragon Tail down. Oof. Mawile in the back. Nice play by the opponent. And we're going to see Stunfisk into Mawile. This is a good lead here. Obviously, he's going to deal super effective. And they come into Buzzwole into... Do you lunge it? It's going to be enough. Or do you shield this here? You have to throw at it, though. You have to throw it. You can't counter down. And we'll see what you do against this Mawile. Farm up a decent amount. Try to get the double superpower before throwing. Ooh, okay, did not get the double superpower. Maybe wouldn't survive the fairy. I think would have survived the additional fairy wind there without the debuff there, but did get the shield and decent amount of damage. They will throw the play rough. Will be pretty nasty here. We'll do a decent amount of damage. And we see the Hypno in the back. And we see the Night Slash come through, do a decent amount of damage. And we're going to see the CMP tie. I don't expect this Hypno to shield. Yeah, and this is absolutely game over here. Gonna throw the Night Slash here. You definitely throw the cross shot. I don't expect the opponent to shield. Yeah, they don't shield. And the cross shot definitely was the more correct play, but it didn't really matter at that point in time. All right, we're gonna see Jump Pluff into Surfetch, calls the lead beautifully here. And we see the Mawile come through. They will land the play rough. Probably need two Mud Bombs here. And we'll need to throw both of them because honestly this Stunfisk is pretty close to Iron Head range. Okay, gonna shield this just in case. Yeah, maybe would have survived there. But honestly, you'll get the shield back because 2 discharges will... Gonna go for the Mud Bomb here. I think 2 discharges is the way to go. But they end up shielding. Okay, yeah, okay. I guess this ended up being the right play, but honestly, it would have resulted in the same thing here, right? So, this is a Night Slash, right? So, not too big a deal. And they come into double, and this is double trouble for the opponent. I don't expect them to shield this move. They don't move. You know, I don't expect any shields to come up. Okay, yeah, this is game over here. Gonna go for the counter down and take out the Surfetch. This is absolutely game over. We're gonna go game 4 here. We're gonna see Aurorus into Hypno. This is kind of where you want to see it. And we will see how these two decide to play it out. Throwing at good timing and not to let a confusion go through. Throwing in the middle of the confusion. We're going to see the Meteor Beam get thrown here. We're going to see the shield. It is a Fire Punch. And we're going to see the Weather Ball. It is boosted at this stage, but I don't think it's enough to take out the Hypno. Actually, I like to shield. Gonna let this go. We'll see if this Fire Punch is enough. It is not enough, and they come into double here. And they are in double trouble this time. Gonna elect to throw the superpower. Should be enough. We'll have to switch right away. And it is Dragalge. Dragalge is gonna be in huge trouble versus this Stunfisk. 2 Mud Bombs should be enough to take out the Dragalge. And looks like they're just gonna give up at this point in time. And we are going to see Hypno quit the battle. And we're going to go into this next battle going against El Semi, who has Toxapex, Frostlass, Machamp, Dragonair, Snorlax, and Arachnid. Obscune, pretty tough to use in this matchup. Has like only like 2 favorable matchups. And like 3 unfavorable ones, very unfavorable ones. Oh, that's not great here. We're going to go into Pelipper, and we will see how the opponent is going to play this. They come into Toxapex. There's no way they shield the Toxapex. Oh, they actually do shield the Toxapex. Okay, I was going to say no way they do. Going to let this go. But this is okay. They obviously have super effective brines, right? And not a big deal. They need 2 discharges to KO. And this is looking pretty okay. And they come into Dragonair. Interesting, not switching out. And yeah, not interesting, not switching out. You reach another Mud Bomb here. You're just sacking the... Yeah, you just let this go here. You're just going to sack the... But they will reach an Aqua Tail. Which you have to let go, right? And is going to be able to throw on CMP Die. Really good counting there. Shield this for sure. Then now you get to farm up. And they come into Frostlass. Will you be able to outpace here? To the Frostlass, you will be able to. And the Meteor Beam is boosted. This will definitely take out the Frostlass. Very nice play. And just needs to land the Weather Ball to take out. It is double boosted. Toxapex is really tanky here, but I would be surprised if they survive this. And they do not. Nicely played. And we see Aurorus into Toxapex. Like neutral, like slightly favorable for Toxapex, right? Oh, very nice catch there. Really, really nice catch. But Toxapex is still pretty nasty there. And we will see how this is going to play out here. Gonna shield. They do throw the Sludge Wave. I don't think this is enough to KO, but would be able to farm down before they reach another Sludge Wave. No, will not be able to farm down before they reach the Sludge Wave, so they're going to have to throw. Is it Frostlass in the back? It is Frostlass in the back. Gonna throw the Weather Ball. Will you be able to reach another one before the farm down? Oh, able to reach another one here, and this is gonna force a shield onto the Frostlass. Okay, they come into Machamp and they try to catch there, but gonna be able to land the Weather Ball, and then we're gonna see the switch out into Jumpluff. You definitely let this go. Do 4 more and then throw. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now this is a cross chop. Not gonna KO, but I put it pretty low here. Okay, I don't like this play here. I don't like this play here. I would have preferred to throw beforehand, but they're gonna elect to no shield. And then honestly, I'd probably let the first one go. But they do end up throwing the Shadow Ball. You just straight Weather Ball at this point in time. Shadow Ball is not enough. And even the Weather Ball is not enough here, but you'd be able to farm down afterwards. I expect them to no shield. Yeah. Nicely played. We're going to see Jumpluff into Snorlax. This is okay. Neutral lead. These licks are really adding up here, but the acrobatic is going to do a decent amount of damage. It looks like they'll need to land a second one. They'll reach 2 body slams before the second acrobatic, but 2 body slams is not going to be nearly enough to KO. And I'm going to farm up a little bit here. I definitely wouldn't throw the energy ball, but let's see what they elect to do. I don't think it's enough here, right? And he might end up getting a 3rd body slam. Oh, they actually end up shielding. Let this go. Gonna shield here. Okay. Gonna throw this. This is kind of a weird. Okay. Interesting. Gonna go Pelipper here. Man, if it's Machamp in the back, though, it's gonna be pretty nasty here. You shield and farm down at this point in time. Oh, gonna let it go. Man, it's gonna be Machamp though, right? It is Machamp in the back. Oof. Okay, I think that's a pretty big misplace in this particular one here. Yeah, yeah. This is definitely GG here. It was almost for sure going to be Machamp, right? So we see Pelipper into Snorlax. And you kind of need to. Well, I guess you don't need to win the switch here. Gonna throw the Weather Ball. Didn't even reach the Hurricane there. And we're gonna see another Weather Ball come through. I don't know if 2 body slams. 2 body slams is definitely enough to KO. Gonna shield. You definitely have to let the second one go here, though. Can you farm down, though? I think that's too much. Okay, you just throw the Hurricane. Whatever comes in. Right, it's gonna be the... Okay, it's the Dragon. Okay, all right, this is okay, too. No, it's definitely not okay. You definitely come Obscune here. You definitely come Obscune. Oh, okay. Did we not just see this line previously? Okay, let's just see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, gonna shield the body slam here. Okay. They come into Machamp. Okay, now they're just trying to 5-hit each other. Yeah, okay, all right. This is very strange here. Kind of need to catch here. Oof. Okay, well, this is definitely game over here. This is very perplexing here. Very perplexing way to play this game. They rock slide here, and yeah, that was very weird here. And we're gonna see the next opponent is Lucio as Steelix, Tapu Fini, Talonflame, and yeah, Dragonite, Bronzong, and Meganium. You let this go here. I'm gonna throw the Weather Ball. This isn't quite KO. This is kind of like awkward health range, to be honest. Gonna shield this. Okay, this is a very I don't know, love this play here, but And then you just throw the Hurricane and whatever comes in. Don't get fancy here. Could be Bronzon, but I think even resisted Hurricane would do more than the neutral Weather Ball. Does a huge amount of damage. We see the Bronzon come in. No Bulldoze, right? This is just Psyshock. Right? So you do 1 and throw. 3 and throw. Or 1 and throw, that's fine too. Okay. Have to shield this. 1 and throw. Oh, okay. I don't know why throwing right away there. Like, it's not. It's very weird here. They caught in the move here, which is it's fine though, right? You just switch here. There's no way you can take out this jump fluff. Very weird timing there. Like, obviously this is going to be a win. Staying in end up being a good play there, but yeah, very weird, very weird here, but that's quite all right. And you're gonna go into the second game of this matchup. We will see Steelix into Stunfisk. Fantastic lead here. Obviously, you have to be careful of EQ. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it does have to be careful of EQ. But honestly, Pelipper looks so strong in the back. They do throw the EQ. You need to farm up a bunch here. Okay, not gonna farm a bunch. Gonna throw the. I don't think they'll shield here. Let's see what they come in with. They come in with Dragonite. I don't like this farm down here. Gonna be able to reach another one. Okay, good timing by the opponent. Gonna go Jump Fluff here. Jump Fluff is gonna be able to tank these moves way better. Oh man, but these Dragon Breaths are really adding up on the Jump Fluff. And we're gonna see the acrobatic Shadow Dragon is pretty glassy. The Energy Ball probably would have come pretty close to KOing. You let this go. Put it all on Pelipper. And they come into Tapu Fini. Gonna be able to land. Well, this is game over. Right? You just shield whatever move this Tapu Fini throws here. Should be able to. Well, they don't hang on here, and the Weather Ball is going to be enough here to take out the Dragonite. Nicely played. Nicely done. All right, up 2-0 versus Enlucio. And we're going to go into the third game. Oh, picks up a fantastic lead here. We will see what the opponent does. Okay, they're going to come into Dragonite, but you have Thunder Shock, right? This actually should be a winning matchup in the Zero Shield. So they must have Tapu Fini in the back, right? Oh, okay. Well, this is kind of nasty here. Let's go here. Farm down. Throw the move. And then you have the 2-shield Obscune versus oh, it's actually Steelix in the back. Okay. Okay, well, this is looking pretty good here. Obviously, the Psychic Fang and you let this go. Oh, gonna shield the Psychic Fang here. I don't what? Very weird here, but they let it go. I don't know why shielding the Psychic Fang. Even if you want to preserve health. I'm gonna throw the Acrobat here, which is the correct play. And this is looking really good here. Oh, okay. They end up no shielding. And the opponent realizes this is game over here and gonna be able to pick up another win here. Really weak to the Goon. No Tapu Fini there was kind of interesting. All right, we're gonna go into this next matchup against Winston, the champ. Picks up a bad lead here. They have Mantine, Cash, Galvantula, Primate, Abomasnow, and Cantonian Muck. Interesting, they shield there, right? No Primate. Oh, here comes Abomasnow. But this Aurorus is about to go off. Okay, I was gonna say you shield this and farm it down, but let's see here. You definitely shield this, right? You're boosted. Okay, gonna no shield this. Okay, that's fine too. They weather ball bait here. Okay. I don't know if that's a better play there. Yeah, I don't know if that was a better play there, but they come in with Galvantula. Gonna throw the lunge. That don't look like the shield. Oh, they actually do shield here. Interesting. Well, this is looking really good here, right? Honestly, I probably would have sacked the Aurorus there. They sack the Cantonian Muck, which makes sense here. I'll just go to Aurorus here, right? Like you just reset with Aurorus here. I guess they could energy ball you. Throw lunge. Gonna let this go here. Now just switch to Aurorus here, reset. And gonna be able to reach Weather Ball and take out this Galvantula. Ooh, no Primate. Like Primate actually looks decent here, right? I obviously have 2 flyers, but I have Ice Punch. Oh, we see Data Cash. Okay, well, this is kind of where you want to see it. They come into Abomasnow. Gonna switch out into Aurorus. Very slow at the switch there. I doubt one energy ball straight up KOs. They actually bait again. Okay. Ooh, okay. They bait again. Okay. This thing have outrage or something? You let this go. Okay, well, this is perfectly fine here. Well, I think you gotta let go down, right? Because you need to go Sunfist into it. They might try to catch here. They do not. Gonna throw the discharge. Probably pretty close. Pretty close to KOing. Okay, we're gonna see. This is a perfectly fine situation here, right? You just straight weather ball. I don't know if they shield this one here, because then you can just they don't shield here. It makes total sense. Then you just farm them down. Could call it. It doesn't. One blizzard wouldn't KO. They in a mud bombing here. You just fast move down though. It doesn't really matter. You fast move down or throw. I don't think this KOs. It almost certainly doesn't. It definitely does not. And we see the fast move down. We'll take it out. All right. Interesting they switched out because they had primary. Ooh, bad lead here. We're going to see Pelipper. Ooh, into Galvantula. Really weak to Galv here. Does reach the Weather Ball, which is quite nice here. Wait the clock here. You got to sack the Buzzwole here. I don't expect them to debate. They do bait here. Interesting. Gonna let this go. Okay. Switch right away. No primate. No primate. Oh, interesting. Okay. They're gonna bubble beam here. Okay, they do bubble beam. Gonna throw the meter beam. Really no point in farming up extra if you're just gonna intend to throw the meter beam anyways. And I don't think this is enough to KO. So I probably would have farmed more. Shield once, farm more. Yeah, I think there's a misplay there, but that's okay. They bubble beam here. I'm gonna let this go here. We're gonna see the bait. They end up no shielding the bait here. We gotta shield this here. And and if they no shield this, then or if they shield this, then then you just throw the weather ball. Yeah, nicely played. Should be enough. Yeah, should be enough, right? It is not enough. It is not even close to enough. Oof, needed the catch there actually. Yeah, not farming against the muck end up being really, really costly there. And we're gonna go into this next match here. And we're gonna go Stunfisk into Mantine. This is a good lead here. That one discharge should pretty much KO the Mantine. They do throw the Bubble Beam. Would have lost CMP tie anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter here. And now this one discharge probably doesn't KO, even though it's double super effective. Oh, actually doesn't even come close to KOing. And gonna throw another one. Gonna let this go here. Let's see if they Ice Beam here. No, they Bubble Beam again. And gonna throw the discharge. Oh, gonna have to let it farm down. Okay, well that's actually pretty good here. They didn't do any additional farm despite the. Well, they get a little bit extra farm here, but despite this thing being very debuffed. Let's see, but oh, this is so good here. And then I'm gonna throw the weather ball here. Honestly, I'd probably just throw the meteor beam, but you don't shield. Honestly, you probably take 2 thunder. Oh, they throw the dark pulse here. This doesn't quite KO, but you're in an extremely favorable situation here. You let this go. Doesn't matter if this KOs or not. It does not. Gonna be able to reach a weather ball. And this primate is gonna have to shield, but this game over. And once they shield, then or you just counter down. You just counter down here. This is game over here. Nicely played. All right, I believe this is gonna be the last match here against Woogle, Oof, something like that? I don't know. Lucario, Pidgeot, Togedemaru, Gorgeous, Politoed, Gligar. So obviously gonna look pretty strong here. Obviously, I have to be careful. Honestly, a bit careful of Lucario, but Buzzwole obviously gonna be really tough for the Lucario. I like. This is a complicated matchup here, but let's see how this is gonna play out. A little bit of time picking the team here. We're gonna see Politoed into. All right, and gonna switch out. I guess it's gonna be a purified Gligar, right? It's gonna throw the return. The return probably doesn't KO. Oh, they actually end up baiting with the Night Slash. Oh, they got the boost though. Oof. Okay. Okay. Gonna get outpaced. Gonna have to shield and farm down. Shield and farm down. Yeah. This thing is pretty tanky. There's no way they come in the Politoed here, right? They do come in the Politoed. Gonna bait. I'm not sure if I like this bait here, but okay, the bait ended up working. Gonna force him to throw. Lucario in the back, right? Oh, it's actually an Obstructagoon. Interesting. Not fearful of the Lucario and yeah, not an Obstructagoon is pretty interesting. And obviously we see it basically go away. Should be able to survive this unless it's an EQ. The weather ball or okay, or blizzard. A blizzard, I guess definitely enough here. And gonna throw another Night Slash at this Politoed. It's gonna be game over here. Revealing the Blizzard there, I don't really like that play, to be honest, by the opponent, because there's no win con. Kind of leave it as a mystery whether a Blizzard or Q or Surf and Weather Ball, whatever moveset there. All right, we're gonna see Obscune into Lucario. Gonna go straight into Pelipper. Gonna throw the Weather Ball. Obviously, it doesn't KO, but will chip it away, which is obviously really nice. And we see another Weather Ball come through. This Lucario is not throwing. I think he let it go. They do pop here. He let it go again. They're probably going to switch here. They do switch onto the Gorgeous. But this is looking pretty okay here. You switch out into Obstagoon. Gonna obstruct here. Okay. It's okay. I guess like the Night Slash is gonna KO anyways, right? So okay, let this go here. A little bit of farm here. Ooh, they reach another one here. That's quite alright though. Gonna shield this. I'm not 100% sure I like this shield here. Oof. Okay. Well, you might as well shield now. Okay, not gonna shield. Not gonna shield. Okay, this Night Slash should be enough to take it out though. Let's see. Are boosted here. Okay, this Gligar is kind of nasty here. We're going to see them immediate switch out. And I'm going to throw the Discharge. Oof, this backline is very anti-Stunfisk, which makes sense. But Dig doesn't do that much, but you need so much. It looks like they have... Interesting, they're throwing the Night Slash here. They're just trying to chip away here. You definitely don't shield this. Okay. Gonna need 2 Mud Bombs here. Oof. This is so nasty here. Okay. Gonna switch out into Pelipper. Okay. Alright. Now you just go into Goon here, right? Probably. They end up throwing at the Goon. You let this go. Maybe they could have Hex down. But gonna have to shield. Oh, timer here is kind of nasty here. That's not good. You gotta shield this. You gotta shield this here. Okay, not worried about the timer here. Okay. I guess that makes sense because they had so much energy. Oh, got the move off. Is this enough though? Is this enough to put them lower? I guess so, right? Oh, it is. Oh, really close there. Oh, they actually do end up winning the match there. Very nice played. And we see Buzzwole versus Togedemaru. Exactly where you want to see it. And they come into Politoed. Does have access to Blizzard, which would one-shot the... Ooh, they baited there. Ooh, this is really nasty here. Gonna lose this, likely lose the 2-shield matchup here. That 1 bait is probably all they need. Okay. But I think... Well, they built out pace here. But honestly, they could also just double up on the Wild Charge too, which is also very nasty here. Oof. Oof. Oh, man. But playable still, right? Oof, this can do a lot of damage. Okay. Honestly, I probably would have farmed more here. And you gotta switch here. But it's gonna be Gligar here, and this is absolutely game over here. We're gonna see the return, right? Show us the return. Show us the return. Show us the return. It is return, and this is absolutely game over here, and that's gonna be a GG. I believe that's the last battle, right? Nope, no, we have one more battle here. Last battle of this. We see a Pidgeot here. This person using all their Pokemon here. I guess you try to CMP tie with... Oh, gonna not CMP tie here. A Brave Bird. Oh my goodness, that is very bad here. And we see the Politoed come through here. Honestly, they have Gorgeous in the back, right? They have Gorgeous in the back. This is game over. Okay, this is almost certainly game over here. Barring some like boost here. I guess a boost here would be helpful. It's a Gorgeous, right? Has to be a Gorgeous. I guess it could be a Gligar. Okay. It's just this shard definitely not going to KO. You might as well take this chance to farm up extra. I'm assuming they Brave Bird here. They do Brave Bird. Gonna slightly undercharge. Okay. This discharge doesn't KO. Okay, oh, it's actually a Togedemaru here. And we're gonna see Obstruct a Goon do its magic here. Snake Slash probably not enough even debuffed here, but one counter. It is enough here. Oh my goodness. Double weak to Stunfisk, and they went to their only Stunfisk answer in the back. Okay, well played there. Congratulations on the draft win. Thank you very much for allowing me to shoutcast your battles. And if you want to join this, don't forget to join the Pogoraids Discord. They have draft tournaments all the time of varying levels, formats. Really fun server to be a part of. So anyways, I'm going to leave there. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.